Hi, I'm Mike from 1A Auto. We've been selling auto parts for over 30 years.
We're going to raise and support this 2000 Ford Focus. We're going to use our 2-post lift. You can use a jack and jack stance. So we're going to remove the drain plug. We're going to use a 13mm wrench. Loosen it up. Make sure you have a drain pan underneath to drain the oil into. Drain all the oil out. All right, I'm gonna put the drain plug back in. And then just snug it up, not too tight. You don't want to over tighten it. All right, so we're going to take all these 8mm bolts out on the oil pan. They go all around the perimeter of the pan, around back there. So I'm going to use an 8mm socket, an extension, and a ratchet. I went all around the pan, and now I'm getting the last one out. All right, I'm going to try using a pry bar to get this oil pan separated from the engine. We sell these pry bars at 1aauto.com. Just try to go in here and just pry a little bit. Glued to the engine, so it might take a little effort to try to get it down. If you were using this, you'd want to be a little more careful. We've got a replacement pan, so if we bend the pan, it's not as critical. There, we got it separated. Pull down. Like that. You can pull the pan right out. You can use the scraper, a razor blade, some emery cloth, some brake clean. Clean it all up. As you can see, this is our old oil pan. This is our new oil pan from 1aauto.com. If you look at the holes, they all line up. They're all machined the same. The structure of the oil pan is the same. Flip it over. The bottom shape is the same. Comes with a new drain plug. Get yours at 1aauto.com and you'll be ready to rock and roll. Right, I'm gonna put some RTV Sealer on it before. I'm just gonna wipe it down with a little rag and some brake parts cleaner. Let that dry. And I'm gonna put a small bead of this RTV Sealer all around the pan. Now all the surface is all cleaned up, it's ready for our pan to be installed. But before I send it up, I'm just gonna wipe it right down with some brake cleaner on this rag, because generally a little bit of oil drips while you're cleaning. All right, so now there's no oil on that surface. Now I can send up the pan. While you're doing this, make sure you don't hit anything and rub off the RTV. Now I can push it up. Get some of the bolts started. Get one started here. Get one started here. Start this one. All right, and that's the last one. Now we can tighten them all up. We'll start in the middle. I'll use my ratchet. I'm just gonna snug it up. Once you start feeling it get tight, and that's pretty good, not too tight. And then we'll just go in a cross pattern to evenly distribute the RTV. This one's a little bit tricky to get to. I can take the ratchet off and just use the socket and the ratchet. Snug that up. And that's the last one. And as you can see, the bead of the RTV came out just a little bit. That's a good amount. It didn't gush out, and pretty much if you look around, there's no spots where it's bare. So I know I got good coverage of the RTV. All right, so we're gonna double check the drain plug, make sure it's tight. Just loosen it up a little bit, snug it up. Okay, and then we're gonna let this dry for about 20 minutes before we put oil in it. All right, I'm gonna pop the hood. Right here underneath. Just pull that lever to release the latch. And just push it to the right, pick it up, and then put the prop rod right here. Now we're gonna fill our oil. Loosen up this oil cap. Right on the oil cap should say what kind of oil it is. says 520. All right, so now we're gonna add our oil. This vehicle requires about 4 1/4 quarts of oil. So we're gonna put about 4 quarts in it and then we'll check it. Pull the funnel out, put the oil fill cap back on. All right, I'm gonna start it up and let it run for a little bit. You filming?
Yep.
Oh, okay. All right, we're gonna check the oil level. So take our dipstick out. I'm just gonna wipe it first. The rag, reinsert it. Pull it out, take a look. It's kind of hard to see, but it looks like it looks almost to the top. In between those 2 holes is where you want it. Closer to this full hole would be ideal. So we'll just put a little bit more oil in. Put the hood down.
Thanks for watching. Visit us at oneauto.com for quality auto parts, fast and free shipping, and the best customer service in the industry.